Check it out. What it do? What it do? It's cousin Eric. I want to say this. I was listening to Dane Calloway earlier today, and I went back to some older stuff, and I was looking at the thing that he did on. It was dealing with Black Wall Street, right? And I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, it's they make it as if Black Wall Street was really, you know, the indigenous people just doing what they was doing, but it was really, if you look at how he broke it down, you see that the Ku Klux Klan was running a lot of stuff over there. They had elected officials and everything else, right? But one of the crazy things, what kind of like highlighted the people over there, and I think to the demise that they went through, is when he said that Booker T. Washington went there and he saw how they were, building up the infrastructure and everything like that. And he coined the phrase to call them the Negro Wall Street. And from my observation of things of that nature, when they do things like that, that was the signal. That was the signal for them to then turn on the people there, because they didn't stop him from labeling them something that they were not. They are not black. If they would have said, no, we the American Indians, but this the thing, that's how they worked it out. That's how they planned that. Because Booker T was being used. And that's from my observation. But they used him to send that trigger, to pull the trigger pretty much, to set it off. And shortly after he did that is when they sent in the National Guard over the story of a young man going on an elevator and tripping, and they said like he grabbed on a young pink lady, because I don't call them others. I don't call them something that they not. I'm gonna call you the color that you are. Like, you respect me and call me. If you gonna call me a color, you gonna call me copper color or brown skin, whatever. But I have a nationality, so I don't go by color. So, because if I, looking at the movie, when you look at the movie, let's say Malcolm X, right, and they say they allege that through the movie X by Spike Lee, that when he was in jail, he read a dictionary, and the guy pointed out to him the difference between black and white, and how black represented everything that was negative, and white represented everything that was positive, everything that was great, everything that was pure, just, clean, and all of that. But that's not a people who we see here, period. And the truth of the matter is, if we're going to be honest and if we're going to be pure and righteous in thought and things of that nature, we know that they're not the color of my shirt. So when you see me with a black shirt, you see I'm not the color of a black shirt, nor are they the color of a white shirt. So call it what it is, pink man, right? So I don't call people a color that they're not. Now, if you deal with it in the proper status type of thing, that's what we're going to put it in. But as far as color and things of that nature, no, you're not white. That's why, yeah, we just going to leave it at that. You're not white. You'll be like pink, some with a pink with a yellow hue to it, and things of that nature. But in all, it just is what it is. Like, um, but my main thing is, before I went into that, is that Booker T. Washington was the one who set that off, and he gave the trigger. He gave the signal. And when they posted it in the newspaper, that's when they was like, okay, yeah, we can go and bomb them, because they're Negro. They don't have no rights. They're not claiming their indigenous status. They're not claiming American Indian. They're not claiming anything. So yeah, let's get them. They're not claiming Choctaw. They're not claiming Chickasaw. They're not claiming, what they are. And that was through the systematic genocide that was perpetrated on the people that the Pope has apologized for, and therefore we have the UNDRIP and the ADRIP, the American Declaration of Rights of Indigenous People, also the UNDRIP, which deals with the United Nations Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People, which we have a right to self identification and things of that nature. It's a list of things on there. So I do recommend checking that out. 100 Cousin Eric. I was just thinking about that before I was about to get this rest. But yeah, blessings to the elders and the youngest, those who have passed away and those who are still here. Cousin Eric, salute. Yeah, yeah.